Oh, good morning, Nicholas. It's 5 to 10 on the 29th of January, and we're on our way to Rochdale.
Yeah, a bit of luck. We should get there in time.
Anyway, we're at Norton Keynes. It's on the M6 toll road. Nicholas is paying the toll, £4.50. Thanks for that, Nicholas.
$3.50.
We'll see you in Rochdale then, Nicholas. Nicholas?
I hope so.
We'll see you in Rochdale. Last week, Chris Powell.
You've got pink furry dice.
It's not my car. Chris Powell last week. How did you think the day went for him?
Not going to go any better for him really. A 2-0 victory at home, clean sheet. We seem to make some good substitutions. Everything just seems to go smoothly. First half they were a bit nervous, you can see that. So were the supporters. Everyone sort of rubbed off on each other, but all in all a really pleasing win.
After watching Wagstaff's opening goal, I know you said he didn't have a great game, but I thought he showed a good turn of pace to latch onto that, and there was still a bit of work to do.
Oh
there.
yeah, no, of course, that was really good play by Wagstaff. I mean, to chase that ball down, we've not had that for ages, someone chasing down the keeper and the defenders. So that was really good in his part. It's just, I don't know, I think he just goes missing a bit too much for my liking. I know he's got potential, I just obviously want him to do well. I'm just wondering if we could get in someone else on the right to, so he's got competition there, really.
He was playing out of position last week,
He was playing behind the striker.
He was playing behind Anienza, wasn't he?
Yeah, but saying that, he scored, I think he played in that role against Sheffield Wednesday, and he scored then as well, so that's 2 in 2 for him.
He's one of these players that I think is, you have to persevere with him. I think he's got a bit of maturing to do, but I do believe that he would be one of these players that if we sold him, he would shine for another club. Nathan Ecclestone goal, bit of a cameo performance there. It's Nathan Ecclestone! What did you make of him? Didn't really see enough, did we?
No, we didn't really see much of him, but when he did make that run and he opened his body up well, and I don't think his initial shot would have went in unless it hit. I mean, it did take the deflection.
There's Nicholas. And we're a little bit cheesed off, to say the least, at the moment. The game has been called off. Last time we recorded, we had no idea, but the game had in fact been called off about 50 minutes before that. And then we moved on, and then we got a text message, checked it on Twitter, it was there, CAFC official. We phoned Rochdale up, we've moaned at them, we can't understand how it could have been called off, because we were sitting in Stoke at services, the sun was out, it was about 2 or 3 degrees, it was a lovely day for football, and apparently then we find out it was like -7, -8 in Rochdale last night. It's the only game called off in England. So at the moment we're now just coming to Warwickshire, and it's a race against time. We're trying to head to Stevenage for the cup tie with Reading. Now we phoned Stevenage up at 10:40, and apparently they had 34 terrace tickets left. We'll phone them back in a minute, and hopefully they've still got 34 tickets left. We'll put that one on loudspeaker, won't we?
Yeah. I want to go home. I want to go home. Fucking Rochdale. Fuck Stevenage too.
Right, we're going to call Stevenage because we've called them so many times. So we're now going to have to put on a different voice. So let's give them a call.
Good morning, Stevenage Football Club. Can I help you?
Hello there. I was just wondering how many tickets you had left for the games, dear.
There's 34 North Terrace tickets and there are some front row seats.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you.
There's still 34 tickets left. Jesus Christ.
And
She hasn't got a clue.
here we are now. It's 12:05. This is Choice TV.
Good afternoon, Stevenage Football Club. Can I help you?
Hi, is there still tickets left for today's game?
There were some front row seats, but they're being sold at the moment.
Have you got any terracing left?
No, that's all gone.
Okay, hang on a sec. What do you want to do?
Well, how many have they got left?
How many have you got left down in the seats? You know?
Well, they think that they're going to sell those seats out before the queue has cleared.
Oh, you got a queue outside there now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Cheers.
Oh, we're not going to Stevenage. I really do think that clubs that have got a high percentage number of games that are called off should, you know, they have to install some kind of precaution against the weather, or they should be subject to, you know, compensation, like to supporters on production of a match ticket and petrol receipts or something.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, it's just crap. Like, the amount of money we've wasted on 2 games coming up here now. Like, we didn't actually leave to come up here the first time, but we still lost 30 quid on the train. But like you said, they should be made to do something about it, because it's just taking the mick, really. Every ground should be installed with one of these systems.
Well, I say, if they actually, you know, there was a rule that came out, they had to pay compensation to every football fan who was affected by, you know, this sort of thing, they would soon install it.
They'll back up their ideas and they'll do something about it.
They would soon install it, because they'd be bankrupt if they didn't. You know, it costs them money as well. It must cost them money, because they have to hire out
all their staff that they've paid for the day.
Yeah, like they've paid for the police, they pay for stewards. They've got to pay those people still.
Don't forget, they probably cooked all the manky food ready for the football fans at 8 o'clock that morning.
Plus, as well, I think at Charlton, officially the other day they said that they'd also produced a programme for this game.
Yeah.
A new programme. They weren't using the original one, so by the time this fixture now comes around again, they probably would have had to produce a third programme, you know, and they're probably producing, what, 3,000 of them, I would have thought.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just annoying, because as soon as the quicker we get out this Pony League, the better, because it's just happening too often this winter.
Well, this is what we're noticing, that, like, you know, the games in Lancashire in the winter time, you know, the suburb towns outside of Manchester are a nightmare. I mean, I remember, you know, I got all the way to Burnley years ago on a Tuesday night, and that was called off because of flooding or something. I mean, we'll probably get to like May when it's rescheduled, and there'll be a pitch will be called off because of bloody scorch marks from the sun, or there'll be a monsoon or something, it'll be flooded. That'll be the next thing. This is just a jinxed game. And I remember saying at the start of this season, can't wait to go to Rochdale. So I was saying about Rochdale, but I cannot envisage attempting to come here for a third time.
Well, I'm not coming back here for a third time unless somehow get a free train ticket, or...
Well, I'd like to think...
The thing is, we won't even be able to get a train back if it's a Tuesday night.
Well, that's the other thing as well, and it's more expense, like staying over. It's just, you know, it's like people don't care about us, do they? Like, they don't care about the fans at all.
No one cares about the fans. We're just the mugs that do it every week. Melt the bloody ice.
Let me remind you, when we went to Luton, right, for the replay, we were concerned that day that game might be off, but they had heaters on the pitch. I mean, that kind of, right, it's going to cost money, but if a club like Luton can get a game on, when was it? In December, when it was really
when it was the worst,
constantly cold, like throughout that whole month. I mean, the temperatures dropped last night, okay, but it's not been like a severe frost for weeks on end. I mean, heaters, surely that would have done the job.
Yeah, it would have.
That is football, though.
There's a police car. Let's film them. We got you on camera, bitch.
Thank you for tuning in to this non-event.
Yeah.
And the next, don't know when the next production's going to be. The birth of Nicholas's child. We're considering doing a production on that.
No, we're not. I'm sure most women wouldn't be too pleased with her.
Well, we could do an aerial view rather than the panoramic view. We don't want the behind the goal view. That's for sure.
3, 2, 1, and we're rolling.
Had a Facebook message from Benno Lindblom today.
Oh, Benno, how is Benno?
Well, I'll tell you what he said.
Benno.
Hope you didn't get very far. The game is off again. So, Benno, Sweden. Unfortunately, we did get quite a long way.
Quite far, yeah. In fact, Benno, we could have went from when Phil picked me up earlier. We could have went to Stansted Airport from my house, taking about 10 minutes, and we could have probably got to your house quicker.
A couple of other shouts out. The team, obviously, they were there overnight, and Joanne's Matt Fry. They were all moaning on Twitter because they had a horrible long coach journey back, but at least they're getting paid for doing it.
Yeah.
And Seb Lewis, who stayed in Manchester last night, so I heard, and Brian Cole, who got as far as Warwick, and also the fans would have got on the 920 from Euston. Yeah, we were certainly one of the worst affected, but it does put out a lot of people, and we're all football fans and we're all gutted, and it seems to be happening a little bit too much. Alright, let's go and get some beer. Goodbye everybody, and we will see you soon.
Good night, God bless.